panel. This year we support 10-bit panel. So it means 10-bit panels is 1024 levels. So we increase. So this has a huge impact on a color space. And one of the things that's been a limitation for over maybe more than 60 years is we've been stuck with the Rec 709. And the Rec 709 has not changed for a long time. And in fact, if you guys know that, most of the movie content is produced in 4K and then is downsized to 2K. So all that data that we have is thrown away. And this means that the movie production be caught by surprise. They never thought that the TV technology would go so fast at this level. So the TV is ready, but the content is not ready. And this is one of the other things that we're going to discuss here, what is going to be done in terms to provide content available for 4K. Okay, so we already mentioned about the panel bit type, so 10-bit. This is a quantum dot nanocrystal backlight direct. And we use a QDF layer, so the blue LED emits some kind of wavelengths. And when the wavelengths crashes against to the nanocrystals, on a different wavelengths, we produce many colors, as more colors as ever. And that is one part. On the other side, we still have the LCD filters. And this is what makes the combination of this type of backlight and the nanocrystals and the filters makes the DCI-P3, right? So this year, we support, our color gamut is much broader, is 93% of DCI. So that is why you see, a quite big difference in terms of color. So that, on that scenario there, what we have, we're not comparing, in terms of to say this is better, this is worse. But the reason we put all these TVs together and upstairs is just to show that some technologies have got advantage and disadvantage. For example, let me talk about a bit about CRT. Okay, it's fading away, but anyway, we all start with the CRT, and it's what we call impulse type. But LCD is hold type, so we have to hold, right? So this is the LCD with LED backlight. This is OLED, and we got the PDP. So the CRT, of course, if you watch today, you probably be disappointed because it's so much flicker, right? And we cannot support motion rate at the levels of to create a smooth motion because it's a limitation of Rec 709. Rec 709 only supports MPEG-4. That's it. We cannot go any higher. So the compressor ratio is limited. But on UHD, we use the HEVC, which is 58% more efficient than MPEG-4. Anyway, but the CRT had one very good positive point, the colors. The colors are good. In fact, some labs, they still use to compare just as a reference, on the side, just to see what it looks like, then compare. And the PDP, yes. PDP has got fantastic black levels, yeah? And I'm sure you guys remember in 2011 we brought a new concept of PDP never produced before, the F8500. And the reason was very unique is because on this particular model, we improved many things. One of the things we improved is the cell gap. We improved for 2.5 times. So it means it could deliver 380 candelas with a 10% white window. So you probably think it's very high. It is indeed. But the PDP has some downsides. And one of the downsides is the PDP has dynamic gamma. So as the white window increases, the luminance decreases, correct? And this is the limitation of PDP. Fantastic black levels, very good response, but we cannot have such a huge luminance level when we feed like with a picture like this, like 70% white. Okay? Anyway, but just bear in mind, SUHD, good color, PDP, very good black levels. But look at also the OLED, right? We brought this OLED just to show that it's got very good black levels, but OLED has got a very similar behavior to PDP. It's also dynamic gamma. So when you raise the luminance level, it decreases as the window opens. That is one point. On the other side, on OLED, we have to keep the luminance to a certain level because the longevity, right? Because the organic LED decreases over a certain period of time. Anyway, but it's got a very good black. The next big thing was the LED, right? Backlight. The LED has very good luminance level, but it suffers from other things, right? Now, what we're trying to say is, we're not comparing them, we're not saying this one has got better colors. That is not the point. The point here is, all these technologies is merging into this one. So we combine all the good characteristics from all these other technologies into this SUHD. That's what we call SUHD. Purely because it can deliver a normal broadcast monitor, like a Sony monitor used for the post-production, is around 100 nits candelas, right? But this one can deliver 1000 nits. Is 2.5 times. That one is 390 nits. This one is 1000. Now, some of you may be thinking, what can we do with this huge luminance level? Well, just think about it. So if we watch this TV on a daylight condition, windows open, you don't lose any content because it's very bright, right? But the PDP you cannot watch in that, so you have to be in a dark condition, right? So we have a capability to decode HDR content, and this content has what we call the metadata. So the TV reads the metadata on a frame and then displays the content. So if the metadata says we have these luminance levels, then those luminance levels will be reached. But on the other technology, there's a limitation. You can never see them. And 3 weeks ago, I was at the CS, and we had some meetings with some movie industries like Fox. They produce some HDR content for us, Warner Brothers, and so on. And it was quite interesting that Fox company, the guys who came, he was so surprised for the very first time they could see what they intended to show. For example, the movie Exodus, right? Some of the scenes are shot on an overcast. And then we've got the thunderlight. That thunderlight meant to show a very intensive light, but these ones cannot show that. But when you watch on our HDR supported, you can see those kind of effects. So that is one of the benefits. The next benefit is the color. So, as I said, we support here because the 10-bit panel, and because the nature of the backlight, we can support very close to the DCI, so 93%, right? And we also improve many other things. So, for example, right now, what we have in here is Rec 709, and you probably noticed that the colors have been expanded, right? Our TVs, when we deliver to your home, from default condition, from factory, when you unpack, when you take out the box, what you get is the TV set to standard picture profile. On this mode, the default factory for the picture is native, under the advanced settings. The native condition supports this DCI-P3, so that's why you've got this expansion. But maybe some of you be wondering, what about if I don't want to watch in this condition? Do I have a choice? Yes, you have a choice. You can change to auto, and that match correct with the 709. So your color space will be correct to match with the 709. So you got a choice. And that is why on the movie mode we deliver with 709, right? Because it's totally different environment. People switch to movie because they want to watch some content in the dark, and everything is toned down. So that is the next big improvement for this year. And we also improved like motion. We improved the noise condition, and you know, with the 4K content, one of the biggest problem is noise because the high resolution, right? So our eyes can perceive, you know, but this year we improved that condition. So actually, this is the major things that we done for this year. It's never before a TV reached this luminance level.